Hello and welcome to today's 53 Ideas Business Competition Pitch Day, where we are here welcoming 10 contestants who over the past few months have been fighting, training, and competing like Olympian athletes in order to win $10,000. We're presented by the South Piedmont Community College's Small Business Center, and we are in the illustrious Cabarrus Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. My name is David Hunt, and I'm the founder of Framework and last year's inaugural winner of the 53 Ideas Business Competition. My company is a consulting agency for small businesses and entrepreneurs that's actually powered by artificial intelligence. And after winning the $10,000 last year, I realized what seed capital can do to catalyze a business forward. And that's what these contestants are looking for today. After having won that seed capital, we were able to build our product, secure some strategic partners, and ultimately win or secure $500,000 more from investors. But enough about me. Today is the time to really get engaged with these contestants who are about to pitch for the chance to win $10,000 in first place, $5,000 in second place, or $2,500 in third place. And if none of those places are won by the other contestants, that's all right, because you still have the intellectual capital and the passion capital that you've built over the past few months to build your business forward. Now, before we really dive into it, it's important to lead with gratitude. So let's express some honor to the people who have made this possible. First up, Renee Hode and South Piedmont Community College's Small Business Center, who have worked tirelessly to steward entrepreneurship. We also have Fifth Third Bank, our title sponsor, who continues to put rubber on the road in stewarding entrepreneurship and focusing on economic empowerment of entrepreneurs. It's about execution, and they believe that and they know that, and that's why we have events like 53 Ideas. And finally, our promotional partners who have made this possible through spreading the word about 53 Ideas, which is likely how you've heard about it today. And also our judges and the workshop facilitators who have contributed their time and their talent. And we know that the judges are tasked with a very important job today, which is actually ranking these 10 contestants. So I'm happy I'm not in that position. I'm just here to talk with you and engage with the contestants. Now, we'll welcome Lee Fight, who is the regional president of Fifth Third Bank Mid-Atlantic, to share a few comments.
Good afternoon. I'm Lee Fight, president of the Mid-Atlantic region for Fifth Third Bank. On behalf of Fifth Third Bank and our over 1,000 employees in the Carolinas, I would like to welcome you to the finale of the 2021 53 Ideas Pitch Competition. I would like to first thank our partner at South Piedmont Community College Small Business Center. Renee Hode has worked tirelessly to make this competition a success. From early ideation to narrowing the field and overseeing the valuable training sessions, it is all coming together for the incredible event we are here for today. At Fifth Third Bank, we are committed to supporting entrepreneurship across Charlotte and throughout the Carolinas. We are very excited to again be supporting the 53 Ideas Pitch Competition. It not only helps in the short term with access to capital for the winners, but also in the long term through financial education for all participants. We all know that the Carolinas as a whole are seeing an influx of business, and with that growth comes opportunity. Entrepreneurs like our 10 finalists who find the courage, do the work, and make the commitment will be the ones who capitalize on that growth. I assure you that you will be blown away by the pitches that you will see today, and I'm grateful that I will not have to be one of the ones to help select the winner from this extremely talented group. I can't say enough about David Hunt, the winner of last year's pitch competition, and how he was able to use the seed money to significantly grow his business. I'm sure he will have some words of wisdom for the finalists today. Thank you for joining us for this exciting finale to the 2021 53 Ideas Pitch Competition, and the very best of luck to our 10 finalists.
Lee, that was tremendous. Thank you so much for your time and commitment towards this initiative and these efforts. Now, here's a little bit about how this day will go. We have 10 contestants who will each spend 3 minutes pitching their businesses, which is not a lot of time, but that will be followed up with 2 minutes of Q&A by the judges, where we'll get to ask a little bit deeper questions about the internal mechanisms of these businesses. The judges will then rank each business on a scorecard with 5 different aspects. The first being the business model. How are you generating revenue? Subscription? Is that through product sales, licensing, so on and so forth? The judges will then score based on budget and break even. Have you looked at your financials? Have you done financial modeling and seen, is this an actual viable business? Customer validation. Do you have customers already, or are you talking to potential customers, and what type of feedback are they giving you to actually inform how you'll grow and evolve your business over time? Your unfair advantage. What do you do differently than competitors now and in the future? And finally, presentación, your flair, your personality, bringing something unique to this that is absolutely you. Now, I'd like to introduce the people with the second toughest job today, the judges. And first up, we have Peter Marsh.
Thanks so much. It's great to be here today. I'm Peter Marsh, co-founder and owner of Flywheel Co-working, which designed and operates the Cabarrus Center here. So we're just thrilled to have this competition here. In addition to that, I'm also one of the lead investors in our New Ventures program, which invests in early stage startups.
Thank you so much, Peter. Now we have Natalie presenting who she is and what she's done.
Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Renee. My name is Natalie Williams. I am currently the Director of Operations for the Charlotte Area Fund, which is a community action organization located here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am also the President and CEO of NAW for Integrated Business Solutions, where we're supporting nonprofit organizations through nonprofit management opportunities. I am also a member of the Cabarrus Innovation Center Council. So I'm so glad to be here, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Next up, self-proclaimed by him, we have Antonio Banderas' doppelganger, Jose Alvarez.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. I am Jose Alvarez, Vice President for Prospera North Carolina, which is an organization that provides in-culture, in-language support and consulting to Latino entrepreneurs who are in the process of either starting a business or expanding an existing one. And we are also a partner of these amazing efforts in the ecosystems to support entrepreneurship.
Now, throughout this entire process, whenever you want to engage on social and have a dialogue, make sure you use the hashtag 53ideas. Without further ado, it's time to get into the pitches. These top 10 contestants have worked hard, they've worked diligently, and now it's time to hear what their businesses are and how they want to be supported by 53 Ideas and the chance for this $10,000 win. First up, Vela shoes.
Psychologists have long since proven that if you look good, you feel good. Yet millions of women don't have the option to do either. I'm one of them. My feel-good moment is when I embody the lifestyle of a boss woman. I would find those accessories, the suits, but one thing that I could never find was shoes in my extended shoe size. I wear a size 11 wide, and when I'm shopping for shoes to accommodate my business lifestyle, I always run into racks with little to no options. I would go to multiple stores, shop on the line for hours, even borrow shoes because I didn't have any, and I'm not alone. 16 million US women go through the same problem of finding fashionable and professional shoes in their extended shoe size. For decades, we've been unsupported by society's beauty standards and unconsidered within the retail footwear market. How are we supposed to be able to show up as our best self if we can't even find the shoes to accommodate us? My name is Ariana, and I'm the proud founder of Vela, where business fashion meets extended shoe sizes. Vela is a business lifestyle shoe retailer for women with extended shoe sizes. Through e-commerce, we curate dress shoes from multiple vendors in extended size variety and fashion flexibility. We're bringing back light into their shoe shopping experience through the power of options. Here's our competitors, but where we succeed is that we specifically create the footwear space that caters to them, rather than having them conform to a space that doesn't support their footwear needs at all. Vela is the easiest way to find extended shoe sizes because all we have is extended shoe sizes. Our business model is simple. When customers go on our website and purchase shoes, that brand pays us an affiliate commission. We also have a private label shoe line to meet customer demand. The women's online dress shoe market is a $34 billion industry, and our served market taps into $3 billion of it. We surveyed over 300 women and found that they were spending at least $85 on a pair of shoes that they didn't like, that just served a scarcity need. Over 90% of them gave us their email because we were doing one thing, giving them the power of option through footwear. Since then, we've grown our customer base. We also participate in accelerators and raised over $21,000 in non-dilutive funding. With that $85 and the average purchase frequency of 4 times a year, we're projected to make $744,000 in year 1. But to break even, we need to reach 892 customers, and we're confident that we can reach more. And that's why we're seeking $10,000 to aid us in the marketing to reach the 2,200 customers that we're projected to reach. I've assembled an amazing team of advisors with a 35-year combined background in the e-commerce and footwear space. Our goal at Vela is for our customers to embody the boss women that they are, not what society has to find for them. For all you women out there with a size 9 shoe and above, know this. Your foot size is bold, beautiful, classy. There are amazing shoe options for you to choose from, and you can find them all on Vela. Thank you.
Ariana, thank you so much. That was phenomenal. Yes. Now we're about to have a couple words from our judges. You did your thing, girl. I'll holler at you.
Ariana, are you currently live?
No, we are in the pre-launch phase, so we're going live in November 2021.
Thank you.
I heard you say two numbers, 2,200 customers that you're looking to reach. How did you come to that number?
Yeah, definitely. So over the women that we surveyed, we found that they were purchasing like $85 worth of shoes every time they go to a store. Since there's scarcity and limited availability, we found that these women are going to the stores only 4 times a year because they know that they can't really get shoes that often. So that 85 and times that 4 times a year yields us to that number. And then once we get that number, we found that for our projections, 2,200, what we're seeking to make to get that $744,000 is what we're going to have to reach. But just to break even, all we had to do is reach 862 customers.
So I got a couple of questions on your financials. Help me understand a little bit more about your revenue model. I assume you're gonna have to pay to source these shoes, but how do you drive revenue? Are they paying for a subscription, or are they paying a certain amount per purchase?
Yeah, thank you for asking that question. So we have a 2-part to our business model. So what we found was that we found vendors that we want to place on our platform, but one problem that we have is that they don't have a lot of wide fit options. And so wide fit is really where our customer demand is. And so in addition to working with those vendors to place on our platform, we also have a private label shoe line that we're going to place on our platform as well. So for the vendors that we work with, we're getting a 10% commission based off of every transaction of the shoes that they sell. In addition, with our private label shoe line, we're working with a manufacturer and getting that wholesale so that we can resell those options.
Thank you so much. Now, we're going to give the judges a little bit of time to deliberate. One of the biggest problems is management consultants are really, really great at their jobs at diagnosing problems and making recommendations. We decided to build a software that could augment a lot of that. A software where small business clients can chat with a personalized AI consultant, take diagnostics to figure out more their blind spots about their businesses, and then finally invite their team members to build their business together. Because hiring a consultant is largely expensive and cost prohibitive for small businesses. But let's really break down what our software does. 75% of a consultant's job is to ask the right questions. Our technology is based around decision trees that ask questions and pinpoint blind spots in clients' thinking. And then we connect them to recommendations and content to build their businesses. But how did we even get here? When we launched, we started off with conducting 150 interviews with small business owners and understanding what their problems were and what they were doing to solve them. And then we created content and better recommendations around that. Afterwards, we went to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and got 20,000 people to sign up with their email addresses to say, hey, I want this product when it launches. Welcome back. Next up, we have Katie Miller presenting for Forever Homes.
All right, thank you for the opportunity to present my company, Forever Homes, and our idea for a responsibly made and long-lasting pet bed. Forever Homes already brings together pet lovers, small pet businesses, and rescues in the Charlotte community through events. And now we're introducing our product of the Forever Homes bed. It's going to be a one-for-one business model, donating pet beds to shelters in need. It'll be a pillow insert and a cover that is washable and durable, and it will be made of all natural materials. So with the rate of pet ownership growing at the rate it is, there's an opportunity to create a higher quality product than what exists on the market already. And the pet market is growing at an incredible rate already, especially in the US. But a lot of beds out there are made out of synthetic or plastic materials, and they're not holding up to dog odor or the washing machine, and therefore they're getting thrown out frequently, and that's bad for the planet. And when I surveyed my rescue community, I found that I was not alone in wanting a washable and durable pet bed. So we're creating a business model with a unique value proposition of community matters, but so does quality. It'll be a high quality product, but we'll have our give back program and our sustainable practices that will appeal to the rescue community and pet lovers alike. So how will we create our product? In June, I attended the Sewn Goods workshop at the Carolina Textile District, and I've been matched with a material sourcer focusing on sustainable materials. We've begun sourcing materials, and I'll soon match with a cut and sew facility to begin production. So we will build a prototype to thoroughly test for durability. We will conduct pre-sales on a crowdfunding site, and then we will also do wholesale inventory. So we will work with pet boutiques to really test the success of our product in the early stages of our sales, and then we will also continue to sell online and at our own events in the Charlotte area and at larger events nationally. So with the 53 Ideas funding, we have enough to cover our initial design startup costs and have remaining funds over for marketing our launch and for our wholesale inventory. So our break even is 64 bed sales, and then we also have kind of a buyback rate of 116 beds when we would recoup that funding from 53 Ideas in our first year of fixed costs. So we have a reasonable goal to sell 25 beds per month during our first quarter and then grow quarterly at a rate of 18% for the first few years. So overall, Forever Homes community is our foundation for building our social entrepreneurship and growing through product development. And in North Carolina, we love our pets. Mecklenburg County just became a no-kill community due to high pet adoption rates in 2020. So we think this is the perfect community to build our product and sell it for our community that gives back to pet shelters.
That was awesome, and you're right. In North Carolina, we do love our pets, and I'd love to purchase one of those beds. I'm just not sure if I'd end up fighting my dog over whose it actually is. But in the interim, we are going to have the judges ask you a few questions.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful, Katie. I do have a pet, and I do have a couple questions in regards to the textile, the material. My dog happens to be very hairy. So I wanted to know, how is this this fabric or whatever you're going to use remain long lasting for us, because I do change out my pet's bed often and I do a lot of throwing away other pet beds. So how is this going to help someone like me?
So we're going to be doing thorough testing for durability and things like pet hair and also kind of dyes sticking to our natural materials. So part of the budget was about $2,500 dedicated towards testing. So we will figure things like that out as we kind of test different materials. We're looking at organic cotton, but also a hemp fabric that will protect from odors too. And the great thing, it's a 2-part bed. You have that pillow insert, but then that cover is really washable, and you can also swap them out. So you can get a couple different designs once we develop more products.
Thank you.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
okay, so I'm a little bit unclear about your revenue model when your deck states one-for-one business model donating pet beds to shelters in need, but you're also talking about selling pet beds. So
Yeah, they
how
will
does
sell
that
direct
work?
to consumer, and then we hope to have a model where for every one purchased, one will be donated to a shelter.
Okay, and you've factored that into your financial model?
Yeah, so working with our designer, we've estimated our product cost to be about $60 for making 2 beds, one that's sold and one that's donated, and our retail price will be about $150 on average.
Okay, great. Thank you.
What is your plan for mass producing these beds? Are you planning on mass producing here in the U.S. or?
In North Carolina, actually. So I attended the Sewn Goods workshop, and that's all with the Carolina Textile District. So they will match me based on our design that I come up with our designer, with a facility who can make that product and is interested.
Now it's time for the judges to deliberate. Competition is amazing. I love the concept of 53 Ideas, being able to bring in local entrepreneurs and really giving them the opportunity and avenue to really bring out their business. You know, I love the fact that 53 Ideas is really funding these entrepreneurs as we're going through this journey. Funding is always important, so this competition is definitely amazing to get us out there. So I'm a recent graduate of Fayetteville State University, and what I want to do is actually go back to the colleges and universities and really get Vela out there. What we're doing is partnering with JCS Project, and they send out care package boxes to HBCU students, and so what we're doing is advertising in there, and which is really interesting about us. So that's what we're looking forward to doing, and then also participating in a lot of pop-up shops. And right now, this weekend, we're actually going to a Tall Girl pop-up shop, which is really fun. So. Before I even pitched, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of the founders, and they're amazing. I love being in a room with a lot of founders because all of us have resources to offer to help each other. So what I was able to do is get a lot of resources about more funding and how to balance the work life and business life balance. So just being around entrepreneurs and learning that knowledge, and hey, getting a friend that's actually in the business world with you is amazing. So yeah, so if you're a woman with an extended shoe size, definitely head over to velashoes.com and sign up for our wait list. We're launching in November 2021, and we have many amazing shoe options available for you. Welcome back, and we hope you're ready. Next up, we have Eric Halili with Rebrand Wellness Innovations.
Hi, my name is Eric. How many times, anybody here washed your hands when they got here? Hand washing is not something that you think about when you walk into a place like this, or a Panther game, or a brewery, because it's not very convenient, right? But did you know that 46% of Americans do not wash their hands? That's kind of scary. But up to now, there's only 2 places that you can wash your hands at. It's the bathroom or the kitchen. So it makes it extremely inconvenient. When you're washing your hands, you're also, sorry, it was hanging up. Sorry about that. I want to introduce you to Smixen. It's a smart hand wash system that saves you 90% of water, 60% of soap, and 60% of paper towels. Our goal is to make hand washing available, so you don't have to go to the bathroom or the kitchen to do it. We made a mobile unit to make sure you have hand washing everywhere. This unit actually has a water and power underneath, so it's literally you can have it anywhere, just like here. We want to have our unit everywhere, airports, schools, and hospitals. But what we're looking at is our unit is actually at Optimus Hall, and we're averaging around 1,600 users a month. And that's around 5,000 washes in 4 months. But that's also 5,000 washes that doesn't have to go to the bathroom. They go in straight to our unit to wash their hands, right? We're also logging around 1,300 hours of screen time when looking at our videos. Our revenue model is long-term leasing, short-term leasing, and ad revenue. Based on our financials, we're looking into making $210,000 in sales in our first year. That's after all said and done, we are averaging around $60,000, which is our break-even plus profit in our first year. What we're going to use our unit for this money for is to buy a trailer. We're going to have to transport these units everywhere, so having a trailer will be useful. But the main thing is visibility. We need your help. I feel like being in front of community leaders and Fifth Third Bank, we can get the word out. And because we're not in the hand washing business, because we're in a public safety business. So hopefully you can see that. And this is how the machine works. The soap comes out. After the soap comes out, the water to rinse it.
Eric, thank you so much for being so fresh and so clean. And now we'll have 2 minutes of Q&A with the judges.
So, Eric, thank you very much for the presentation. Help me understand, did you design and develop this product, or is this something that you're reselling under a branded strategy?
It's basically a unit out of Switzerland. And we took it from Switzerland to bring it here in the United States, and we made it mobile. A lot of these units are actually on the wall. So our whole goal is to make it convenient for everybody. So by making a mobile unit, you basically kind of, you take it everywhere as opposed to, being in a fixed unit.
And you have the license to resell the product?
We do.
Very good. Thank you.
Just a follow-up. So do you have the exclusive license for the entire country?
We have North Carolina, South Carolina, and California right now to start with, and then we're working on doing nationwide. Depends on. Second
question: is that the only prototype you have right now?
We have this prototype, and this is my mobile unit. We have a prototype at Optimus Hall. We're installing one at Child Care Network in the next month or so. And we're also installing it at a brewery as well as a co-working space. So we're getting it out there and collecting data that way.
Thank you.
I absolutely love the product. Thank you so much. I was going to ask the same question. Who is actually utilizing it right now? So that's great. I see that you have your potential market. I really don't have any questions.
So follow-up question, why would I buy that versus, or pay the $350 a month to install that machine versus just having a hand sanitizer station? What's the unique value of the washing versus the hand sanitizer?
Well, study shows that you can't. There's no comparison in washing your hands versus hand sanitizers, right? And if you're looking at a brewery or a restaurant where you're eating, you're holding greasy food, you can't use sanitizer to clean your hands, right? It's just not possible. So that's one of our advantages.
Thank you so much. Please be sure to wash your hands while the judges deliberate, and we'll be back with you in a moment.
This competition means that I've been validating my idea through each step phase, getting to the finals. But also the funding means I can launch my product in early 2022. If I don't win, my next steps are to work with banks locally to fund and self-fund this project. Highlights have definitely been the instructional webinars, learning from business leaders in the area. Oh no, that's good.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you.
Welcome back, and let's take a deep breath in for this next presentation by Elizabeth Bennett Kemp with Liz Kemp Yoga and Fitness.
We can all agree that the virtual fitness industry has taken off since COVID. Gyms and yoga studios started offering virtual classes to make up for lost revenue, and now millions of people are taking classes at home on their computers. But they're not meant for everyone. The problem is they're offered at set times, you need a code to join, the class pace may be too fast or complicated to follow, and on-demand videos like on YouTube don't offer live interaction. All this tends to be problematic for older people trying to exercise in a fast-paced fitness market that wasn't designed for them. As many people go back to the gyms and studios, it's expected that older people will grow the virtual market to a projected 59 million by 2027. But their experience can be better. We have a solution. Liz Kemp Yoga and Fitness uses a telemedicine model for a branded website dedicated to people who want an interactive wellness experience from the comfort, safety, and privacy of their homes. We offer appointments for live, private, customized, and affordable sessions. A product development program partnered with AARP will thrust our website forward to potential customers across the country. Approximately 38 million older people will be able to sign up for our services at a special AARP membership rate. What makes us different from gyms and yoga studios who also have websites is that our website is the hub. We give our members the power to choose their wellness journey. They get an interactive platform, personal attention, and most of all, they get inclusion. We believe wellness is for everyone. 3 years ago, we started a freelance business through our classes and events. We have spoken to 2,000 people to promote our brand and gather data to create content for our website. Before our launch, we captured 938 emails from visitors to our landing page, and we'll use these with AARP over the next quarter. I'm Liz Kemp. I have 30 years of fitness experience with a degree in exercise science and various certifications. My team is dedicated to the website. Having skills I don't have, like Carlos, our web developer, Andrea, our bookkeeper, and collaborating with Angela from AARP and the 53 Ideas mentors like Terrell, we put together projected revenues for the next 18 months. We will use the subscription model of $14.99 per month with a test market that consists of our 100 paying members from our Facebook page, as well as email captures. The program will be ready to launch by August 2021. We will use the $10,000 for the cost of marketing our services with AARP to convert 9,065 people to members in 18 months, gathering $349,000 with a break-even point by month 9. The projected revenue for 18 months will reflect website memberships and booked sessions. With my own funds invested, we will continue to grow our business in other areas of revenue with a combined revenue of $502,000 in 3 to 5 years. While Liz Kemp Yoga and Fitness, we are positioned to meet the growing needs of a specialized market. Fundamentally speaking, this is about serving people, having key partnerships with people.
Yoga is good for the soul, and you're bringing it as a subscription. And now it's time for the judges to make a few hard decisions.
Elizabeth, thank you for your presentation. Can you talk to us a little bit about tech adoption by your target audience, which is seniors? I mean, these are seniors that might not necessarily know how to use technology and access this. So.
Right, so when they visit the website, they will have the option to sign up for a membership, and by making an appointment, it would just be like making an appointment with their virtual doctor or telemedicine model. They could use Google Meet, they can use WebEx or Zoom, but it's set up in the same way that they would be making a doctor's appointment online.
In a follow-up, are you planning to launch this on a web-based platform rather than an app?
Yes, it's a web-based platform. It's not an app. Maybe in another 3 to 5 years, we could look at having an app to make it more convenient for our clients. But for now, they just log in with a login member ID. They have access to a community forum. They can talk to their peers. They can have access to on-demand videos on this website where they can walk through different yoga instructions and personal training instructions any time of day. The forum is 24 hours a day. They can type in their questions, get answers from me or their peers. And we also offer articles. We have articles as well. I write scientific articles based on the American College of Sports Medicine membership that I have, and I do article summaries that they will have resources to as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Got a couple of questions for you regarding the financials that you referred to. Number one, you seem to be spending more money in year 3. Your costs.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the time. Now the judges are going to take a little bit more time to deliberate and discuss amongst themselves.
This competition means a lot to me because it gave me some experiences that I've never had before, right? I've never had to pitch to anybody. It's a brand new business. It kind of forces you into actually learning about your business. So that's a huge deal. The funding is obviously something that's key, right? Because it takes me to the next level. It helps, take our business to be able to purchase some needs that will take it to market. If I don't win, I just gotta keep on keeping on, man. I had this business before this competition. I will have this business after the competition. So, I just kind of, I just go to the next. My main goal is to get this to market, and my main goal is to get the public to wash their hands. And I'm not gonna stop. It's something that we're gonna keep on doing. Some of the highlights for me in this competition are, again, being able to do this competition for the first time. They offered a bunch of webinars that we were able to kind of learn from. It really, with those webinars, it's very informative. You get to actually learn about your business. A lot of the times when you're an entrepreneur, you get into a business, you don't necessarily know what you're doing, right? And this competition actually helped you do that. They let you, you learn about financing, you learn about marketing, you learn about how to put together a pitch. It's really valuable for an entrepreneur like myself. Thanks so much for giving this opportunity for a lot of entrepreneurs like myself. In this day and age, a lot of the needs come in funding, but I believe the experience itself that it offers is really big for people like myself that are starting out.
We're back again, and I'd like to introduce you to Kimberly Harklerode with No Mess SPF.
As few as 2 severe sunburns before the age of 18 doubles the risk of developing melanoma later in life. Stats are one thing, but having this come to life for a family member is another. My dad was diagnosed with melanoma a few years ago, and I've had over 20 biopsies. So what's the problem? It may be surprising, but through customer discovery, I found that people don't like to apply sunscreen. Kelly was one of the many interviewed saying, I want to protect myself and my family from sunburn and the longer-term effects, but applying sunscreen is a pain. No Mess SPF applies sunscreen application quick, effective, and accessible for families to avoid sunburn and enjoy their day. I conducted over 300 interviews, surveys, and pool pilots, and discovered that I have users and I have customers. From a user standpoint, parents and kids and females 18 to 34 are most interested because it quickly applies within seconds, eliminating the worry of missing a spot. They'd highly recommend it to others and be willing to spend up to $5 per spray if it was conveniently offered at their outdoor water park, for example, which brings us to my customer, making it accessible to these users. I interviewed 34 outdoor recreation and public pool managers, and they shared that they want to retain their members and attract new ones. They found value in this for their members in addition to their staff, and unlike my competition with proprietary sunscreen formulas, my device is brand agnostic, allowing for any kind of brand. And it's also leasable, making it the only affordable automatic option. No Mess SPF differentiates itself from the marketplace by being both effective and accessible, exceeding all other forms of sunscreen protection, whether it be an exclusive brand offered at luxury hotel pools or a mom just applying it on her child. This is a $38 billion market with 22,000 locations. We will be focused on the Carolinas, more specifically pools, with 802 potential customers with plans to go into YMCAs, outdoor recreation, and water parks through year 5. We plan to deploy 5 devices next year with sales of $75,000 and 40% gross margin. I will walk you through a scenario that's been validated by customers for 1 device. For a medium-sized pool, we have 2 revenue streams, leasing and the servicing of the device. Taking into account with our cost of goods sold, we're looking at a gross profit of 40%, which is recurring and scalable into additional customer types. Since the fall of 2019, we've gone through extensive customer discovery, tested our MVP, and validated it by user and customer feedback with a plan to deploy 5 next year. We know what the problem is, we have the solution that meets the needs, and we'll be able to use these funds in order to continue making progress and identify the opportunity. We will help to reduce sunburn and advocate skin cancer prevention. We've got your back.
Kim, thank you so much. I love being outside. You know, you got to keep that chocolate and melanin protected. And now in the interim, we're going to have our judges ask you a few questions for 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. I have a couple questions, and I wanted to know, as it relates to the market, I know that you said that there was a $38 billion market for this. What percentage of this share are you looking to occupy?
It's a great question. So our focus for the first couple of years are really in these pool, outdoor recreation, water parks. So it's a very tiny share out of that total. The 802 is just the potential for pools, but there's almost 1,700 when we include the ones that I'm focused on for through year 5. So ultimately, we have a very calculated model in order to penetrate each of those and to be able to, reach that point where we're having manufacturing discounts in addition to sunscreen bulk pricing. And that's where I didn't actually do financials for the appendix. Actually has, year 4 and 5, I didn't even do those because I really want to focus on, getting these first couple correct first.
And what is the price of the unit? I didn't see that.
So the cost of it, or the price of it, as far as the leasing, I have, it's essentially, there's the leasing cost and then there's the servicing. So I have it listed there, $3,000 for the year for 1 device.
So tell us a little bit about where you are with engineering and prototyping the unit. How far along are you with that?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we had my initial MVP was very rudimentary, and based on user and customer feedback, we enhanced that, which just launched this past April, which is height adjustable. It has a sunscreen holding container, and there's a button for a kid and an adult, all of which were what we got back from the customer and the user. We have additional things that we want to perfect about the device to be able to confirm that you're getting full coverage from the neck down. So there's still some more tweaks to be made, and ultimately I want to have three options for our customers.
Again, thank you. We're going to give our judges a little bit of time to deliberate.
It means a lot. It's going to change the direction that our company will be going. And right now we are doing everything in person, live, outside. So the website will really turn things around as far as having people join and doing yoga, whereas they wouldn't have the opportunity to do it otherwise. Well, my next steps would be to just do the same thing that I'm planning to do, but at a much slower pace, right? So after we launch the website, maybe toning down the marketing and sales so that we can at least control our cost and then hopefully go for another grant. Well, the highlights, I think, most of all, is the support that I've been getting from the 53 Ideas mentors and also from the competitors themselves. I've had conversations with several of them, and we're all in this together. It's a wonderful, supportive system that they have here. No, I think that the whole experience has just opened my eyes to a process, right? Everything is a process, and you have to have certain things in place in order to continue on. And this has been a very good learning experience for me. I'm comfortable talking to people, presenting, so I think I can definitely continue this.
Welcome back. Next up, we have Jackson and James.
For the last 2 years, I've worked in the contracting industry managing hundreds of independent contractors. What I've learned in my experience is that contractor retention is a huge problem caused by 3 basic issues: communicating, scheduling, and paying. I went on a hunt for a platform to address these issues, and it does not exist. Until now. Hi everybody, he's Jackson, I'm James, and welcome to Workster. The biggest issues facing a contractor manager today is that it's plain hard to manage a team of contractors and even harder to keep them on the job and satisfied. Since contractors operate independently, unlike normal employees, the way in which you need to manage these folks must be transparent and flexible. If it's not, it will hurt your contractor satisfaction and retention.
Before we started development, we went straight to the source, surveying and interviewing over 1,800 individuals ranging from ground-level contractors to high-level managers. We focused on those in our 3 industry verticals: liquidation advertising, property management, and construction. We found that the main issues these workers face are centered around scheduling, communication, and payments. And in order to address these issues, we targeted the key issues in these processes and implemented intuitive softwares to address the inefficiencies. We centralized communication to alleviate the need for multiple methods. Next, we built a real-time payment platform that consolidates payouts and streamlines tax preparation, saving our customers valuable time and paperwork. Finally, we built a payment platform.
We generate revenue through a tiered subscription model, averaging $100 per month per manager. We also have a 5% transaction fee that's placed on every payment put through our system. Our marketing team has been hard at work building a powerful digital platform, converting leads from customer discovery into clients, and making cold calls and attending industry trade shows.
Our projections for launch would have 200 total users made up of 5 paying organizations, equating to over $10,000 in revenues by the end of October, making us cash flow positive. The $10,000 raised from this competition will allow us to successfully complete our development and bring Workster to market.
Jackson and I both have years of experience in the contracting business, giving us key insights into this industry. We also have a diverse team of mentors giving us what it takes to get to the next level. We've developed all of our technology in-house, cutting costs and giving us full control of the platform, and we're also in testing right now with a nationwide customer that is committed to using our platform once it is ready.
Currently, Workster is operating B2B to provide better management, but the real value is in 2023, where we expect to have tens of thousands of contractors that are willing and able to work, with hundreds of organizations looking to fill their labor needs. Workster will be able to not only manage, but help source labor in a market that is always desperate for talent.
We are Workster, the adaptive solution to contract labor management. Thank you for your time. We'll take any questions that you have. Thank you.
Wow. I want to be a contractor now, and guys, you had me at communication. But now we're going to hear from our judges for a 2-minute Q&A.
So, good job on your presentation. Tell me a little bit more about where you are with the product build and how much testing you've actually done with customers, how much beta testing of the actual product.
Right, so we have had a potential customer on the platform with about 10 or 15 users. They have run through all the functions except for the payment functionality on a real job.
Thank you.
2 questions. Number 1, so this is focused on just the construction industry?
It's focused on construction, what we call liquidation advertising. So they hold signs up in front of businesses and like landscaping, property management, that sort of thing.
All right, thank you. And number two, you're talking about $100 per manager per month. Let's say one company has 3 managers, that's $300?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and so thank you very much. That was a great presentation. When we talk about the communication and the 2 issues, the major issues that you guys have had, management and communications, I heard you say you didn't roll out the payment. When is the payment process going to be rolled out, and what's the issue that you guys think that you have?
So the payments will roll out with our product launch in October. When we were testing with the client, the payments was the last thing that we were working on, so we just didn't have it in a place where we felt comfortable letting them use it yet.
Okay. Do you have any more questions?
So tell us a little bit more specifics about how you're actually going to acquire customers.
All right, so what we're going to do to acquire customers, we with the 1,800 survey results, we've categorized each of those to, who has a technology, who's desiring a technology. We have all of their contact information. So me and my teammate that's on the marketing team have been reaching out to these folks, establishing relationships with them, alerting them of our launch, and building up to that point. So we intend on building out our digital footprint, following up on those.
Thank you both so much. Now we're going to give the judges a little bit of time to construct their opinions around your presentation and your business model.
That's a great question. For me, it's all about being able to make progress and take those next steps. And so this funding, it will be critical in order to really hit the main objectives that I'm trying to do, which is perfecting my device and making sure that the ultimate customer and the user are both very happy with the final product. My next steps will still be the same as what I outlined today. I'll be focused on figuring out what those ultimate perfecting the device looks like, and trying to get into conversation in order to launch 5 next year. I think the highlights were really just being able to go back to the drawing board and ask these same questions that I've been, asking myself for, a year and a half, 2 years, and that's what is the problem, what's the solution, and how is my solution going to make an impact on society? And so, it really forced me to just go back in and make sure that I was really clear on the answers to those questions, and then the opportunity as well to hear from, additional entrepreneurs in the community and really people that have great advice and to help me. I'm just really thankful for the entrepreneurial community in Charlotte. I kind of dove head first with this idea, and it's been really exciting to kind of take it step by step, and I've had a lot of support. So I'm just very thankful for everyone that's been a part of this journey, and the ones that will continue to support me as I make progress.
Awesome. All right. Welcome back, and we hope your stomachs and your ears are ready, because I'm here to introduce Ash with Bite Savvy.
Hi, I'm Ash Malipati, founder of Bite Savvy. My background is in software engineering with a master's degree in computer science. I have 5 years of experience in full stack app development and some startup experience. As an eco-enthusiast with an entrepreneurial mind, I have painfully watched as trays of unsold food get tossed out in my parents' restaurant. Thousands of other restaurants, bakeries, and grocery stores do the same. The average business loses about $30,000 in potential revenue due to unsold food. Most of them are already operating on thin margins, and this is simply revenue going straight to trash. With Bite Savvy, I'm here to help the neighborhood restaurant and bakery make more money. Bite Savvy is a surplus food marketplace that connects such businesses with unsold excess food with app users like college students and young professionals looking to rescue them at steep discounts. Retailers list their surplus food on the marketplace. App users would scroll through and browse deals and place an order on the app. and the user directly goes to the store at the pickup time and picks up the Bite Savvy bag. We make money in commissions, 15% from sellers and 5% from buyers, resulting in 20% commission on each transaction. So the estimated revenue from the average small business is $300 per month. Our launch city is Charlotte. And we'd be moving into 3 more metros in the southeast with significant college student population. So we're expecting a revenue of $2.8 million with an average of about 200 restaurants and bakeries captured in each of these cities. Customer validation. So while participating in UNC Charlotte's Venture Prize Idea Launch Program and the Summer Accelerator, we've been able to conduct over 75 interviews and over 100 survey responses, with 83% of the businesses and 91% of potential app users saying yes to using the platform. Our next step is to conduct a pilot and in launch under 3 months. We're looking for a $10,000 to $12,000 investment to complete our MVP, hire contractors, and launch in October this year. So going to what gives us an edge to make this happen, our unfair advantage. So with my background in software engineering, I'm confident in leading the tech development and take it to launch. Next, our relations with Venture Prize in UNC Charlotte and Hurt Hub in Davidson gives us an advantage to reach college students more quickly. Our expert advisor, Katie Holtz, CEO and founder of Grocery Shoppy, also in food retail technology, gives us access to better strategies and networking. Lastly, we're working on building a leadership team with sales, marketing, and food retail experience. With this, I am very excited to move Bite Savvy forward and launch this fall. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm a little upset that you all aren't hiring for a food tester on that leadership team, but I will put in my application regardless. And now we're about to have 2 minutes of Q&A with the judges.
Thank you for your presentation. I have 2 questions. Number one, how will you make sure that the quality of the food that's being sold through this platform is good enough?
So Bite Savvy is the middleman. So it's the platform that connects these retailers directly to the customers. So they're picking up directly from these restaurants and bakeries, and the restaurants and bakeries adhere to the same guidelines and the food code that they already follow. So it is not going to be expired or food that has gone bad, but it's simply food that is. So let's say a restaurant is closing at 9:30. By 8 o'clock, they'll have a pretty good idea of what is unsold, what's excess. So they would list this, and it is perfectly good food, but it's just last-minute deals, time deals.
Thank you. Second question, you mentioned about the pilot program starting with 10 restaurants. Are they on board already?
Yes, we do have restaurants on board for the pilot program.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's great. What types of restaurants are you looking at?
So
I know you have bakeries here, but other restaurants?
Yeah, definitely bakeries. And in restaurants, we're targeting types of restaurants that have longer menus and pre-prepared food, not restaurants with menus that are made to order, because they don't usually have food waste as much as a restaurant that has like plenty of soup that's already prepared hours in advance.
Being eco-friendly, do you plan to do anything else to help with the community? So we're talking about community. Are you looking to go into food deserts for other excess food that they have?
Yeah, so if the restaurants are willing to, or there might be a community event where there's lots of leftover food. So we're also planning on having a notification system if the business wants to give away food. So we'd have a way to notify people in need so they could come to the place and get access to food.
So the pain point on the restaurant side is clear to me. You know, the food service provider, they don't want to throw out their goods. But the pain point on the consumer side is not as clear to me. I mean, sorry.
Once again, I'm trying to be one of those pilot restaurants. David Hunt's Kitchen has been open since like 8 a.m., but we'll pause for that as the judges deliberate for a little bit.
The funding would allow for Workster to take this platform to the next level and help us launch in October. So the $10,000 raised from this competition would allow for us to complete development and launch successfully when we plan on it. Keep grinding. Find more competitions, raise more money, launch in October. So far, meeting the other competitors has been the biggest highlight. It's been a great time talking with them and establishing relationships with them, but also attending the speaker meetings that we attended before the second round was a great time as well, because we were able to further refine our pitch and learn a bit more about banking and how to set the financials of the business. Thank you to Fifth Third Bank and South Piedmont Community College for the competition today.
Next up, we're going to take you to a home away from home with Cheryl Olds, presenting Home of Aloha.
Aloha, everyone. I'm sure you all have several products in your kitchen, in your fridge, that you use to season your foods. Now, I wonder how many of you can say that you have one product in your kitchen or fridge that you can use as a condiment, a seasoning, a hot sauce, a vinegar, a salad dressing, a marinade, and a beverage enhancer? Well, me neither. Until my husband started making chili pepper waters. He's from Hawaii, and chili pepper water is a staple condiment in Hawaiian households. He figured, why not make it and sell it here on the mainland, since there's nothing really else like it on the market. And by using the chili pepper waters, consumers can save time by not having to cut up and add a bunch of ingredients to their meals, and using just a few splashes of one bottle saves them a bunch of money. And we make 3 flavors and heat levels of chili pepper water, which is jalapeno, Thai chili, and habanero. And because the ingredients are so similar, they can even be used together to create a brand new flavor customizable to the person's needs and preferences. And the next question we had to ask is, how do we make money with this? How do we find customers? Well, we use social media as a vehicle to promote our brand by holding monthly giveaways. We boost these giveaways to our target market, and it works great because really people like free stuff. And all we require them to do is to visit a landing page that we set up with MailChimp and sign up for our mailing list. So boosting these giveaways not only gets us new followers, but it also grows our email list, which is now over 900 contacts. Every Thursday, we're finding new customers in person at the Locust Farmers Market, as well as other events on the weekends. We just set up a booth with our chili pepper water, and we allow people to try samples of each flavor, which always seals the deal. Today, we are steadily growing our customer base and increasing sales. We've already broken even, and in May, we started generating a profit. We are signed up for more events, and our internet sales are increasing. We want to make a switch from retail sales to wholesale sales in the next 3 years. And with the money we win, we will invest in a cargo van, which we can use as a business vehicle. It'll allow us the more room, power, and professionalism that we need to get our chili pepper waters out to our customers more efficiently. We want to hire more people to make the chili pepper waters in order to increase productivity and sales. We also want to go ahead and attend trade shows and get our products in the hands of retailers in the food and beverage industry. We also want to be able to transition again from retail to wholesale sales, and we'll also get our recipe patented and our brand trademarked. In addition, our bottles do need to be packaged to give a better aesthetic. And here you can see our projected goals over the next 3 years. We plan on attending bigger events, increase production by using automation, and eventually wholesaling our chili pepper waters.
I love chili pepper water. Chili pepper water loves me. But now it's time for the judges to ask a few questions.
Thank you so much for that, Cheryl. I have a couple questions in regards to the financials. I know that you guys presented something, I believe those are true numbers between March and June. Where are your projections for the rest of the year, and what does it look like for you for a break-even point and when?
For our next part of the year, we plan on keeping everything around $1,000 to about $1,500 a month is where we see our projections, because we have broken that even point of over $1,000. So we do see our next break-even point somewhere within about a year. About this time next year is when we should be breaking even again.
Okay, and then last question is that there's an increase in the sale. What do you think was the reason of that big jump between the 5 and the 1,000?
That big reason of that jump was we did attend a Polynesian festival, and it had several thousand people attending, and they just flocked over to us. So that's where that big jump. And so we learned, okay, we need to go and do more Polynesian festivals in order to keep that going.
Yeah, I think you've done a good job kind of exploring different ways to market the product and find customers and so forth. But it might be helpful for us to get more information about your competition. What are the alternatives? Who does your sauce compete with?
The closest thing that we can really say is like Texas Pete. That's a hot sauce that people can use on a lot of different items, but it's also used like a vinegar. So vinegars can also be our competition because it's so versatile. You can it has a lot of different ways that you can use it. So mainly Texas Pete, any of those hot sauces, or any real vinegars out there, but they're all real kind of bland. So that's really our biggest competitor is the hot sauces.
And have you investigated getting into grocery stores?
Yeah,
if so, tell us about it.
Yeah, we're working on that. Oh.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the time. Maybe not grocery stores, but you can definitely get into my stomach. The judges are going to deliberate over a few minutes.
So right now, Bite Savvy is in its MVP and pilot phase. So we're looking to do a pilot program soon and launch this fall. So with this competition, we would gain exposure, and also the funding would help us reach the finish line with the product launch. And that is something that is huge for us, and we're very much looking forward to do that. Still keep pressing forward. If we don't win, we're going to seek more opportunities to do this, and we're still going to be on track to launch. So this really helped me refine my pitch. So I had a pitch before, but having a 3-minute pitch really made me think about the business and what's more important to what am I trying to convey in a very concise manner. And also the workshops before the event really helped, like especially the financial side of it, which I wasn't thinking as deep before. So I really enjoyed going through those and having learned all that from it. This has been a great opportunity to learn a lot, and whether we win it or not, I'm 100% satisfied with this, and thank you.
Great. Hey, beautiful people, welcome back. We're here to talk about beauty in another dimension. Here to do that is Nicole with Jayla's Heirlooms.
Have you ever felt a lack of representation? I have. Back in 2016, when I was pregnant with my daughter Jayla, I wanted something I thought was simple, a handmade, beautiful brown doll. When I was unable to find a high quality one, what did I do? Well, like most moms, I didn't stop. I continued. I ended up curating a beautiful collection with women makers around the world, and that's how the concept for Jayla's Heirlooms was born. I'm Nicole Hawthorne, co-founder of Jayla's Heirlooms with my 4-year-old daughter Jayla. That's right, 4 years old, and we create diverse handmade dolls of color. So what's the problem? Why are we here? Well, there are not enough high-quality handmade dolls of diversity. Who does that affect? Well, it affects people of color, parents and children alike. What does that do? Well, we have to spend more time to find something that's not readily available on the market. We have to also consider custom curation through Etsy platforms that take weeks to make. And then we also have disappointment because we're not represented in the market like we should. So the solution, Jayla's Heirlooms. We have a collection of beautiful, diverse dolls from around the world with women makers everywhere. So what have we been doing? What are we up to? Well, our momentum and traction, we've been had a soft launch in November, and we sold around 50 dolls to date. We've had a net profit of around $4,000, and we figured out that our target market are mothers of color from ages 25 to 45 of girls ages 0 to 6. We recently were accepted to Amazon's Black Business Accelerator, and we will be launching our first branded doll Q4 of this year. That will retail at $75, and we'll need to sell about 500 of them a month and break even around 24 months. We've also discovered through a McKinsey research that Black consumers have felt underrepresented, and we would like to capture that somewhat of $260 billion industry. So we'll use the $10,000 in this way, go-to-market strategy for Q4 of this year, our Amazon doll. We'll also fund our international logistics team, and we'll also start Q1 of 2022 off strong with our marketing strategy. Here's our team. It's a family affair. Myself, my husband, my daughter, we're all on the team. Even my dad is our data analyst, and he's helping us build a custom app. We've been noted in the press because the community loves our mission. And what our customers say, well, they always say, I wish I had a doll like this when I grew up with. We agree. That's why you have one now. And we wish to serve them up to all families and friends and many different variety of people in the future. We love that you love our mission. From Jayla and myself, we want to say thank you for your time, and we appreciate being here today.
Your 4-year-old daughter is your co-founder. I've got some adoption papers for me to become like your child if you let me. But in the meantime, while we get that worked out, we are going to have the judges ask you a couple questions.
Absolutely.
So, really good job on your presentation. Thanks for being here today. Question about where are the dolls made? Tell us a little bit more about how you're sourcing the production of the dolls.
Absolutely. So we have a women-run manufacturing. It's really a workshop of about 25 women in Lima, Peru, and they hand make the dolls for us on our behalf. So that's why we really need help with our international supply chain logistics, because there's a lot of work that goes from getting something from South America here to the States.
Right, got it.
Congratulations on being picked for the Amazon's Black Business Accelerator. Have you received any support from any other organizations for this project?
Yes, actually, we won a micro grant from NCIDEA in May of this year for $10,000. That's funding our go-to-market strategy.
Do you have any plans for a manufacturing in the U.S.?
Yes, we actually have been researching how to create a micro workshop here in Charlotte so that we can employ local women and actually assist our local economy. We'd love to do that in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for that, because I'm a grandmother and I have a daughter, but I also have a granddaughter, and I have that pain problem every time I go shopping for her. I can never find a doll that identifies who she is. I didn't see a lot of financials on in your presentation or any break-even points. I wanted to know, how much does it cost you to produce the product?
Yeah, well, actually, we have one, I was going to say, slide that shows our cost landed is $20, and then it retails for the $75. So that's the cost of our MOQ, which is at the minimum order quantity is $150 dolls. That's the minimum we have to order to get that landed at the $20 each. And then we hope to sell it on Amazon for the $75.
Have you thought about selling clothing and apparel as a post-sale so you can build on the original sale?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So my mom texted me, and I'm not allowed to get adopted by you. I still owe her a home that I have to buy one day, apparently. But while I'm doing that, we're going to give the judges some time to deliberate.
It means a lot. The funding would really help our business grow and take it to the next level, so we can go from retail sales to wholesale sales. If we don't win, it's okay. The next steps is we are going to do more pitches, and we are going to look for funding elsewhere. We already have NCIDEA, who we have submitted our proposal to, and we'll see how that works out. Oh, the highlights, there's a bunch. Just getting selected to be in this competition has been wonderful. Also, taking the webinars that were associated with it for 4 weeks, that helped the business alone. Even if we didn't win, it helps us, give us directions to the next steps that we need to take. And then just being informed, hey, you're in the top 10 was just wonderful. It's a great feeling. I'm just really happy to be here and happy to participate in the 53 Ideas. It's a wonderful program, and I encourage anybody who's on the fence about it for the next round, just go for it, because you never know what's going to happen.
It's time to hear about service like you've never seen before. It's my pleasure to welcome Dominique Boone with Leslie's Laundry Care.
Hello everyone, my name is Dominique Boone. I am the owner and founder of Leslie's Laundry Care. Back in 2017, my mom's washing machine stopped working. She called and said, "Hey Dominique, can you wash and fold some laundry for me and bring it back the next day?" Of course, me being the amazing daughter that I am, I went and picked up my mom's laundry, washed, dried, and folded my mom's laundry, and brought it back to her the next day. Immediately, Leslie's Laundry Care was born. Leslie's Laundry Care is named after my now 5-year-old daughter, Leslie, with the intentions to create generational wealth. We are a mobile laundry and dry cleaning service, including simple alterations here in Charlotte, North Carolina. What have we done? We've done business with UNC Charlotte, Queen's University, and also Davidson College. How does it work? You place an order online, we come pick up your laundry, wash, dry, and fold your laundry, and bring it back in 24 hours, 1 business day. Today, we're pitching for a new software application to solve the top 5 issues that we're currently facing. 1 being a subscription-based service to retain customers. 2, we will have a tracking system for our customers in order to go along with them along the customer journey. 3, vendor software. This will allow us to share our software with our local laundromats and dry cleaners to enhance our quality control. Number 4, our help center and chat system. This will allow for our customers to have a frequently asked questions in one app. And number 5, it's going to be a payment storage system. This will allow our customers to keep their card on file and also increase our customers along with a loyalty program along with referrals. Today, we're going to use $18,772 in order to make this happen. I want to highlight the process improvements. This is going to allow us to streamline our processes and systems in order to make this happen. And the second on the list is $3,000 that we're going to need in order for our payment integration for this new app. Today, our financial projections. The $10,000, if we win this grant today, we will have 52 customers per month. We will break even at 38% in year 1. Customer validation. We talked to 30 people. 30 people told us it takes them 4 to 5 hours per week to do laundry, and they prefer a pickup instead of a drop-off solution. Our unfair advantage. We have Leslie's Laundry Care Foundation for our community impact, where we will fight homelessness, along with our mission is to love thy neighbor. We have a dream team, and we have a proven track record. Here's our current certifications.
See, now you're just making me look bad because my mom's washing machine broke too. But I mean, I dried her clothes, but that's just because I didn't put them in the washing machine and left them there. And so now we're just gonna have you talk to the judges while I think about myself as a child.
Thank you for your presentation. Quick question. So you mentioned that you're currently working with the University of North Carolina, Queen's University. Can you explain a little how you're working with them?
Sure. So we're currently processing about 1,000 pounds of laundry per week for UNC Charlotte. And it's for their residential halls, so it's their linens, all of their towels, pillowcases, any type of linens on campus.
And same thing with the rest of
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, for all 3 universities.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations for being here, Dominique.
Thank you.
I love the concept, and I see this is for a new software system that you're looking to get to track. You came up with $18,772. Is there anything else that you needed to ask for?
Well, yes, we're currently looking at doing laundry lockers. So we need the software in order to do the laundry lockers where we can put it on the college campuses to process the laundry for the students, the staff, and the faculty.
So building out the technology that supports the convenience of your service can be costly. Are you going to build the technology yourself, or how is that going to work? Who's going to help you build the product from the tech standpoint?
Sure. So we're currently working with developers now to build the software along with the laundry lockers. There's coordinators that will help us build it out.
So it's a local software developer.
Local software
house.
developers,
Okay.
yes, sir.
All right.
Anybody else has supported you in this process? Any local ecosystem organizations?
Yes. Local, I'm sorry.
Organizations in the ecosystem.
In the ecosystem?
Yeah.
Yes. The Women's Business Center, we have a lot of resources that we've used thus far. As far as the grant, yes, the City of Charlotte, we received the grant from the City of Charlotte, $10,000.
Thank you so much. We're going to give the judges a little bit of time to deliberate and just remind you to continue loving thy neighbor.
Yeah, well, I mean, the funding in this competition would be an amazing opportunity for us to, I like to say, instead of just survive, thrive, because we know small businesses have been suffering, obviously, over the past, year and some change. So this would be the opportunity to really get to the next level and make sure that we're hitting our goals. Well, I'm already a winner just being here. So my next steps are really to just follow through with my plan, but also seek other grant competitions and funding, and potentially look for some angel investors and start that round. Well, the highlights have been amazing connections with other business owners. The practice itself has been strategic for me, just to go through these exercises and make sure what I'm trying to line up, it really is possible and doable. And I think just being able to talk about our business as much as possible helps to get the word out there to spread the awareness about the brand. Now I just want to thank Fifth Third Bank for sponsoring this opportunity. The judges have been amazing. The whole team here has been wonderful, and I'd recommend to everyone to do this. It's a way to level up, so just go for it next time.
This one is more a little bit
Calm. Okay. This competition means a lot to me. More so the funding. It helps us to be able to grow and scale with this software and streamline our processes and our systems. So our next steps will be to apply for more pitch competitions. I really like this arena more so than going directly to the bank. It just seems more of a relax, and you can just explain your information and your business within a few minutes. The highlights were, the highlights was seeing the businesses grow. It was really like a 3-month process going through the classes, and just seeing my growth, how I was able to really get my financials underway. The competition was great. 53 ideas definitely took time to help you go through your idea to make sure it's a good idea. And if you have laundry needs, reach out to us at leslieslaundrycare.com. Thank you.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We're here to show you the final winners of this year's 53 Ideas Pitch Competition. But no matter who wins or loses, always remember that only you can prevent forest fires. Just kidding. Just remember that we're here to steward entrepreneurship and kick off these beautiful experiences with an amazing set of entrepreneurs. So without further ado, it's time to show you who came in third place. Are we ready? Everyone, congratulations to J&J and not Johnson & Johnson, Jackson and James for Workster.
Congratulations.
I'd like to say a big thanks to South Piedmont Community College and Fifth Third Bank for making this competition possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. Now it's time for second place, $5,000. And I'm happy that this one is one that'll keep your melanin popping. No Mess SPF.
Congratulations. Awesome presentation, and we can definitely use that under these lights today.
Thank you so much. I echo the other contestants. Really enjoyed this, learned a lot, and I'm really excited about making progress and really appreciate the support.
Congratulations.
Congratulations again. Now, the breather moment, so everyone take a deep breath. First place. Do we have a moment for our brief sponsors, or should I just go with it? No, we're good. Congratulations for $10,000, the 53 Ideas Pitch Competition to Jayla's Heirlooms.
Congratulations, Nicole. You did an amazing job.
Thank you. Well, I want to say thank you to my daughter because she inspired this, and all little children of color that really need representation. Like, now is the time. It's well overdue. So thank you.
Yes. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Congratulations again. Now to all of the winners and all of the participants. We need to make sure that these are investments not only of capital, but of your time and intellectual capacity to actually build your businesses forward. So continue persevering, invest the capital in the wisest ways possible, and keep exploding, because we know you will. And finally, we'd like to end with honoring and thanking our sponsors, South Piedmont Community College Small Business Center and Fifth Third Bank. Without you, this really wouldn't have been possible. It's truly a testament to your belief and advocacy of entrepreneurship. And with that said, take care.